CROSSWALK. I have a question for you. Do you have neighbors? I'm willing to bet you do. Unless you're living out in the woods somewhere, surrounded by 40 acres of nothing. And I'm guessing most of you don't. You probably have neighbors. You could probably see their houses or their apartments or condos if you just look out your window. Today's lesson has to do with how we live and how we treat our neighbors. The lesson today can be found in Luke 10, verse 25, which you can find somewhere in your Bible. It's the parable of the Good Samaritan. Do you guys know what a parable is? A parable is when someone tells a story to make a point. Jesus taught using parables very frequently. And this is a very famous parable. I'm guessing most of you know the story. A man was traveling and was robbed and beaten up and was left on the side of the road for dead. And down the road came both a priest and a Levite, both of which who were leaders in the Jewish religious community. And they passed by. A Samaritan, who was someone who lived in the land of Samaria, which was adjacent to the Jews, and who the Jewish people actually really didn't like, came by and helped the man and treated him, brought him to a place to stay, paid for his care. And why did Jesus tell this story? Well, Jesus told this story to make a point. And we can find that point in verse 36. And Jesus said, "So which of these three do you think was neighbor to him, the one who fell among the thieves?" And he answered, "He who showed mercy on him." And Jesus said, "Go and do likewise." Here's the thing. Being a good neighbor doesn't get us to heaven. But what Jesus is teaching us here is how we are to treat others, because it is a reflection of how God treated us. God treated us with kindness and mercy when he sent Jesus to die on the cross for us, when Jesus sacrificed much for us. In the same way, this Samaritan sacrificed and took care of this man, gave of his own supplies and his own money to have this man cared for. Jesus wants us to treat those around us in the same way, to show the love of God to them. And like we talked about last week, this will set an example. This will let our light shine to others. This will show the love of Christ to others and give us an opportunity to tell them about him. And really, that's the most important mission God has given us, to tell others about him. You guys have a great week, and we'll talk again soon. Last week we talked about letting our light shine, and we're talking a little bit more about how we can do that today. So I thought we'd have a big light shine on me. How's it look?
Little creepy. Maybe we should try to dim that light just a bit.
We'll edit this out.